middle, down.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll do the...
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in a 90s dance.
Let's do it.
You can only move when the lights are off. You can't move when the lights are on. Oh my
Turn
God.
the light
Hang
on.
on. Something fell, right?
Yeah, it was sitting right here.
And it just fell off? Okay.
Fell?
No,
That's
feel
not
this.
flew off.
There's no way
It was
this
here?
fell. Feel how heavy this
I
is.
don't know.
Yes,
Wow.
it was sitting right here. Did you touch that?
No, she didn't touch it.
No. That's, I don't know.
Maybe it was like...
Wait. What?
Was that
What
already
does that
moving?
mean?
I think she's lagging in real life. What is happening? What? What? My bad.
What's wrong with you? Dude, you don't even know what I've been going through. This ride's over. Get out! Some service.
Daddy!
What?
Somebody's in the window. Keep window.
No, there's not.
We heard a ticking clock.
Don't go nowhere. Stay here till ow! Mama! Mama!
This old woman has been in a Louisiana nursing home for just a year and a half, but in that short time, she has suffered from injuries, extreme dehydration, and terrible mistreatment.
Get me out of this place! Get me out of this stupid place!
Stories like hers prove we can't blindly trust these facilities. Every room should have cameras to keep our loved ones safe.
She even told us to pick her up just one person, and she pulled her by her neck and screaming.
There's a part of your house you never check. I spend a lot of time in there.
This clip shows doorbell footage of something strange. We see a woman walking by and we see a woman walking in the opposite direction. The woman walking to the left seems to be wearing old style clothes. But the strangest thing is the woman seems to start disappearing before going out of the camera view. It's strange footage, but does it show a ghost, or could it be a normal woman and the woman disappearing was down to a camera artifact? What do you think?
Guys, please tell me I'm not bugging. I'm home alone.
This photo was taken during a real purge test, but no one was ever supposed to see it. In 1978, the government launched Project Clean Slate, a one-night experiment where all crime was legal for 12 hours. The test site? A forgotten town in Nevada called Ash Hollow. Residents were told it was a drill. Cameras were hidden in every streetlight. Guns were left in unlocked crates, and when the sirens wailed at 7 p.m., the town exploded into chaos. Neighbors turned on each other. A schoolteacher lit her principal on fire. A 9-year-old ran through the chaos, holding something tightly against her chest, her father's severed hand wrapped in a torn bedsheet. By morning, 72% of the town was dead. But here's the terrifying part. The footage was never leaked. It was shown only to top officials, who called it a resounding success. 2 years later, in 1980, a whistleblower named Lyle Denton, who worked on the project, stole a tape and mailed it to a local news station in Utah. But the broadcast was mysteriously cut mid-air. Lyle disappeared the next day. His trailer was found burned to the ground, a single phrase carved into the dirt beside it. The purge begins when we say it does. To this day, no record of Ash Hollow exists on any map, but if you drive east of Elko and the wind is just right, you can still hear the sirens.
Watch who's stalking who now. Who's stalking who now? Look at that. Do you see a person?
The video shows him walking through thick trees, the air quiet and still. But far in the background, something moves. A dark figure, hard to see at first. Every time he turns, it slips behind trees, silent, patient, almost like it's playing a game.
Yeah, who's stalking who now? I got you now, motherfucker. I got you now, motherfucker. Look at this beautiful moss, by the way. Do you hear it? Look.
He tries to act normal, pointing out the moss, talking to himself, but his voice grows shaky. He knows he's not alone. He can feel it.
Okay, ready? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy.
The deeper he goes, the more the feeling grows, like the woods themselves are closing in. He reaches a clearing and looks around. Nothing. But he's breathing heavily now. He keeps saying he's alone, trying to believe it. But behind the trees, that figure is still there.
Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself in Dudley. Look at that. Oh my God.
He came to Dudleytown to explore, but something found him first. With that being said, Let's move on to the third footage. This video was premiered live on YouTube on October 16th, 2022. He and his friend had gone deep into the woods using Randonautica, hoping for something strange. They found something far worse.
Here's the head, arms, there's the legs. See it? Isn't that weird? But it's a tree.
I mean, I don't think it's a tree.
It's where a tree used to be.
Yeah, that'd probably be it.
You know what I meant. Smart ass.
Here's a bed of pine needles for you. Bet that's itchy.
At first, it was just weird shapes on the ground. What looked like the outline of a body in the pine needles. They joked about it, trying not to take it seriously. But then, things changed.
What the fuck is that? Ah! Get away! Get away! What the fuck is it? No! No, no, no! Is it dead? I think it's fucking dead. Okay. Just Ma! Ma! Ah! The fucking thing's moving! Ah! What the fuck is that thing? It's a fucking bat! It's got the fucking virus! It's alive! Ma! Call a fucking cop! Nah! Get that fucking gun! Get away with it! Stop it! Ah! Put it down! What the fuck? What the fuck is that? It's a fucking... It's a fucking dinosaur! Mom, call a cop!
Girl put a phone in her mom's coffin, but it rang the next day. After her mother's funeral, little Amber was heartbroken. Everyone at the service was crying, but no one noticed when she gently slipped a cell phone into her mother's coffin. It was her mother's own phone, and Amber did it as her final goodbye. She didn't expect anything to happen, but the next day, something shocking happened. While flipping through photo albums in the living room, Amber heard a phone ring. She knew her dad was outside, so it wasn't his. The sound led her to a drawer inside a cabinet. There, she found a phone she'd never seen before. It was ringing, and the screen said, "Mom." Shocked, Amber answered the call. What she heard was impossible to believe. She heard her mother's voice. She screamed and dropped the phone, but her mom kept talking. Amber picked it back up and listened. Her mom told her sweet things, that she loved her, that she was proud. The next day, the phone rang again. Then again, at the same time. Amber told no one, but her father noticed she had been acting secretive. One day, he asked her why she stayed in her room so much. She nervously said it was a secret and that her mother told her not to tell anyone. Concerned, he followed her, and that's when Amber opened the door and told him the truth. She showed him the phone. He heard it ring. When they answered together, he was stunned. It really was his wife's voice. But the call didn't respond to him, only kept talking. He soon discovered these were pre-recorded messages left behind. But what those messages revealed was something they could never have expected. Now that Amber's father knew the truth, he examined the phone. He found several saved voice messages and noticed a pattern. They were all connected like clues. Amber had already started solving them. She showed him a crayon map she'd drawn of their backyard with marked spots based on the messages. There was one message left. The next day, they waited for it to play. When the phone rang, they answered it together. It was Mandy, Amber's mother, one last time. Her message was loving, but also gave them final instructions. Walk 4 big steps north from the oak tree. There, they would find something. With shovels in hand, father and daughter followed the map through the snowy yard. After digging for a while, Amber's shovel hit something hard. It was a weatherproof chest. Inside, they found photos, jewelry, and 2 letters, one for Amber and one for her dad. Both letters started the same way. "To my pirate adventurers." It brought back memories of their family treasure hunts. Amber's letter led her to a locket with a picture of her and her mom on a vacation in Mexico. Her dad's letter included kind words and one final surprise, a small envelope with money. It turned out Mandy had secretly saved up for a future trip to the Caribbean. She wanted Amber and Benjamin to go together. It was her way of helping them heal. They cried, smiled, and booked the trip that same day. Years later, Amber and her dad still look at the photo album from that vacation, an adventure made possible by a mother who planned everything, even from beyond the grave.
My grandma always used to tell me that nothing good happens between the hours of midnight and 4 a.m. She would say, those are the devil hours. Do not go out during that time. And, you know, I always tell people, if you don't believe any of this stuff, right, go out after midnight into the woods alone and then tell me what you think. Now, many years ago when I was younger, I had just gotten out of the military and I was kind of adjusting to this regular civilian life. Now, one of the things that helped me is I got into doing outdoor survival. Now, I used to do these 4 to 5 mile backpacking hikes where I would go out sometimes 12:30, 1 o'clock at night and hike in the woods. This particular area that I would hike was along the river. It was like this hill and it was just this heavily wooded area. Now, at the time, right, this area was known to be home to the Peoria Indians. And this is where they hunted. This is where they lived. There's even believed to be this huge burial ground on this area that was never found. So this particular night, I decided to hike this trail called the Pimatui. Now, the Pimatui was an old Native American trail they used to use to get down this hill to the river. So what I would do is I would hike this trail and I would get to this specific spot where there was a stream that cut through the trail. I would then turn right and I would follow this stream through a ravine down to the river. So as I'm hiking the Pimatui Trail, I come to the stream, I turn right, and I start following along down this ravine. I start hearing like music, and it sounded like someone was singing, but it wasn't like a person. It was like one of those old music boxes. And as I kept on walking further and further, like it got a little louder and then a little louder. And that's when I get to the specific spot of this stream where it kind of makes a curve and there's this sharp ravine with 2 steep sides on both sides. And I remember hearing this music like coming from the side of this cliff. And I'm like, what is making that music? Like, where is that coming from? And that's when I see like this opening on the side of the ravine. And, you know, it was probably about this wide. You could, you know, barely crawl through it. And it was some kind of cave or something. So I hiked up to the top of this hill and I started shining my light into this cave. As I look in there, I see the movement of something very large. And I don't exactly know what it was. I can't explain to you what it looked like. But it caused me to like jump back. And at the time I'm thinking, okay, if this is some kind of wild animal, I'm blocking its only exit. So I started making my way back up the ravine and heading away from there. And as I'm walking, I notice like all this movement up ahead in the woods. And I see several deer just booking it through the woods like something had just scared it. And I could hear from behind me some movement coming up through the woods, and there were like branches breaking, and you know, you could hear the crunch of something hitting the leaves. I go a little faster now because I'm kind of nervous. I'm like, what is following me? As I'm, you know, continuing up the ravine, it starts getting closer and closer, and it got to the point where I knew that it was very, very close. So I pull my camera out and I take a picture with the flash on. And when that flash hit, I could see two glowing eyes staring at me. So I threw my bag down and I just take off running as fast as I can. I get to the trail, I get out of there. And whatever this was, it broke off and didn't follow me. Later that night, I'm looking at this picture and you could clearly see the two eyes. And I'm like, whoa, something was following me, whatever was in that cave. The next day, I hiked back out to this area because I wanted to find this cave again. Except I could not find it anywhere. And I went all the way along that ravine down to the river. There was no cave. And I still, to this day, have no idea what happened that night or what was following me.
So currently, I ordered DoorDash because my sister and the kids are gone for tonight. Like, I'm here by myself. The kids had football practice, so they had to go do their own thing. Thank you. So I ordered DoorDash, and then I heard it knock. Oh my god, she's still fucking standing there.
This security footage captured the homeowner's dog looking suspiciously out over their yard. The dog begins to bark as something spooks him. Suddenly, a strange set of disembodied legs runs across the background. The dog appears to be surprised by the sighting and heads inside. Looking more closely, the legs appear small and run at speed.
Fucking cocksucker. You ain't even from New York, bitch. Come on. I've been from fucking Queens, baby. You don't even know pizza, you fucking cocksucker. Come on, Tony, let's go. Tony, let's go. Go fuck yourself. Ah, okay, you fucking cocksucker.